Hi, everybody. Here we are I thought I'd just pop on quickly now and do a Facebook Live for your intuitive guidance for this week from the 14th to the 19th of February 2023. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Joan McEwen. I'm a spiritual health and business advisor, coach, mentor who help female entrepreneurs help align their health blueprint, their soul blueprint with their business blueprint so that they get connected, they get aligned, and they can move forward in life being fulfilled, being joyous, being happy, and really claiming the success that they deserve in their life, whatever it may be. So if you're part of my Creator Clan Facebook group, welcome. If you're part of my YouTube channel, welcome. Whether it's live or replay, you're going to get the guidance that you receive for the week ahead for you. So sometimes it comes in just a knowing, a sense of getting the information. Sometimes it comes in symbols like colors. It might be, you walk along and see feathers, or you'll have that sense of deja vu, or you'll get the sense of some magic is happening around you. And it's about it's about being still, and listening and receiving to what is the message for you this week. So if you're watching live, pop in and say hi. Happy to have a chat. If you've got any comments, please drop them in the chat box. And that applies whether it's live or replay, because this is an energetic guidance, intuitively guided from my guides. It will meet you where you're at, and it will serve you where you are at this moment in time. So let's get going. As I said, the reading is from the 14th to the 19th of February, and I've prepared the cards. So let's just see what comes out. So my intention for the group this week is to really give you clarity around your purpose, because the last few weeks I've been having conversations with colleagues, clients, and the common theme has been around not really having the confidence to move forward and being their real, true expression of who they are. And they've kind of been fallen into the old ways of doing what other people are doing, following in other people's footsteps because they're more successful, because they've got a bigger brand, they've got more followers, whatever it is. But when you do that, much as that's really useful, it's important. It helps you to really develop systems, to develop processes, and give you some guidance. But if you're not aligned to it, then you're not going to get the results that these other people, these influencers, these mentors, these role models that you're following, you're not going to get the same results as them, because it's not your real true purpose. So certainly it helps you move along your path, but if you want to speed up the process, if you want to really step into your magic with sharing your message and your genius with the world, then this week is the guidance coming through is about helping you trust yourself, to guide yourself, to really believe in yourself and have faith and courage in who you are and what you're here to do. So the first card that's jumped out is Activated Air. And Earth is very, very activated at the minute. We've seen, the earthquakes, the cyclones that are coming through. There's a lot of disruption, and it feels, the message I'm getting is, Mother Earth is cleaning up, she's speeding the ascension process up by just getting rid of the lower dense energy that's holding us back and allowing us to move forward more effectively, more purposefully, and really creating the magic that we are here to create, but also to step up the world, the planet, to help healing, to help regeneration, rejuvenation, and to really bring in this higher frequency that we can live and work and play in, that's fun, that's light, that's expansive, that is really helping us to move towards being free, being authentic, being comfortable, being calm within ourselves, and really being purposeful, and really getting that connection with why we're here and how we actually go about it. And this card is saying, trust where you're led. And it feels this week there's a lot of guidance around moving away from mainstream, moving away from what people have told you this is the way to go, whether you're in the corporate world, whether you're in a group, a club, and you've got the more dominant personalities, or the people in your circle who seem to be more successful than you, and you're modeling against them. And the message is about letting go of all that and not living in someone else's shadow, and really taking that leap and stepping into your blueprint, into your soul blueprint, which is really aligned for you, which makes you feel really excited and expansive and happy. So the message coming through is this is the week to do that. This is the week where you're going to be supported. And remember, just by asking your guides to help support you in this journey, asking them to give you little steps, because remember, it's those small steps, one step at a time, that makes the difference, that really creates the momentum in your journey to make the shift, to make the changes that you're ready to make. Because now is the time. No more time for procrastination, for second guessing yourself. This is the time to do it. This is the week to make your magic, to move forward. And the next card that's come through is Star Brothers. And feeling into that, this is a card of protection. Excuse me, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And the message coming through for that is that you're always protected. And when you experience times where you might feel a bit invaded in your energy field, whether it be friends, family, clients, and you leave that meeting, that session, that experience with those people, and you feel flat, drained, exhausted, doubting yourself, second guessing yourself. It's just time to remember that you are protected, and that you've got tools in your toolkit that can help shift you from that mindset of your energies being dampened down, moving into that mindset of you are in control of your energy. And if you're giving away your power, you're going to get a reminder here to let that go, reaffirm to yourself what your purpose is, what your reason is this week, what your intentions are for this week, and really move forward, so that you're acknowledging any of this interference coming through this week, because it feels like there's a bit around. But it's about just acknowledging it and letting it go, and really honoring your own protection, whether it's calling in your guides, whether it's, taking a walk along the beach, a swim in the ocean, whether it's going into meditation, using your crystals, using your essential oils, whatever it is for you that works for you. It's a reminder to really use your tools, because that's why you've got your tools. And quite often we forget about them and think, oh, I need to go and see somebody, or I need to get help. But in reality, you've got everything you need inside you. And yes, we all need mentors and coaches and advisors and people to help us. But the this week's message is very much about, you have got all the skills, the knowledge, the wisdom inside of you. And the more that you discipline yourself to take those actions, to do the work, whether it's meditating regularly, journaling regularly, taking walks in nature, sitting in silence, doing the breath work, having a massage, going for a acupuncture treatment. It's about having that discipline and making it a constant practice in your life. So your daily routines are very much emphasized this week, because less is more, as they say to me. So the next card is loosen your grip. And I don't think I have ever pulled this card before, so that's really exciting. And the message around loosen your grip is about your coping mechanisms, it's about addiction, and it's saying let God in. And so what I read from this card is loosening your grip, is letting go of that control that's keeping you safe, doing the same thing day in, day out, week in, week out, just because you've been doing things that you've been relatively successful with. Um, it's time to shake that up. It's time to let it go and to shift it, and to, because it's important to stay relevant, because we talked a lot about, the energy on the planet is changing, it's shifting, the frequencies elevating, and a lot of our old ways of thinking are just peeling off. They're no longer relevant. It's just like a lot of our programming and our patterns that we've come into this lifetime with. A lot of them are no longer relevant. So it's time to let them go. And you can do this, by doing breath work, by doing meditations. Um, Quite often it's really helpful to work with someone to help release them and let them go. And I do a lot of work with my clients in the space of the Akashic Records, because it's the space of the quantum where we can shift things really quickly. So in a split second, we can acknowledge, learn a lesson, let it go, so that you don't need to relive the experience. You don't need to get caught up in all that baggage, learning the lesson, letting the baggage go, and moving forward, because there is no time. And when you do that, it allows you to let go of control. It lets you let go of the old ways of thinking, thinking that, because you feel comfortable, it's safe, that you can just plod on here. If you're part of this group, you are not here to plod. Excuse me. You're not here to plod. You are a leader. You are a keeper of the light. So you're here to shine your light and to guide people to find their light and to move forward in their light. So letting go of control and the old patterns and programming, know that it's all possible. And if you go into yourself and ask yourself, what what will serve me best this week, to let go of these old programs, these old patterns, so that I can move forward with ease and joy and lightness and fulfillment, and really having that courage and confidence to to own it and let it go. Um, and asking your guides, your spirit team for that support. Journaling's also another really powerful way to do it. Or it might just be about, getting yourself a mentor, a coach, a healer, a teacher, whoever it might be. And let me just check the comments here. Sheila, welcome. Lovely to have you. Hope all's well. And yep, it's always divine timing. And I love how the messages that come through are just perfect at the time. And I've been getting a real lot of nudges about this week is really about owning your own being, your own message, and letting go of the control, because control just is that heavy, dense energy. It's what keeps us stuck. And the reminder, that the message that came through while I was preparing for this was, it's you're not here to be ordinary. You're here to be extraordinary. You've spent many, many lifetimes around many, many galaxies with lots of knowledge, wisdom, skills, awareness, and you're carrying these higher frequencies that you're embedding into this new earth as we raise the frequency, as we heal. And Mother Earth is doing her part with the cyclones, with the earthquakes, clearing up what she can. But us as star seeds, spiritual beings, we've been gifted with all of these gifts, that it's time to really activate them now, regardless of what your title is, what your profession is. There's very much a message here around titles and labels are really not a reflection of who you are, the gifts that you've got, the influence that you're here to make, and the support that you're here to give, because we're all healers in one way or another, and healing is very much part of all of our journeys. And the next card that's come through is called, I just want to pick up on this comment before we go into this card. And Sheila's saying, right when I came in, it was loosen your grip. I love it, Sheila. And I think, it's really important for all of us, because we get so caught up in what we're doing, we get so intense about it, that we think that we need to hang on and control it for fear of losing it. And really, what it's the message, the reminder is, it's about, when you let go of that control, you open yourself up to so much more to come in for you. So by being in control, in reality, we're holding ourselves back, because we're keeping ourselves playing small, whereas we're here to play big. And so if it's speaking to you, I'm excited for you to let go of that control and see what opens up for you. So this card called, and the message here is around soul gifts and training, and it's time to step up. And it kind of segues into what I've just been talking about, is it's not by chance that you're all part of this Conscious Creator Clan Facebook group. You've been called here energetically, because there's messages here for you to take action on. And yes, we've all got free will, but the guides that are coming through with this information are saying, it's time now for you to step up. You've had your training, you've got your gifts, they're activated, and they're being activated more and more each day as new light codes are coming through. We're receiving new downloads and upgrades. It's a constant energetic frenzy that's going on. It's almost like, when you see the piranhas and the feeding fish in the ocean, and it's very much like that. The energy that's coming through is so intense, And the more that we let go of control, that we open up and we surrender and we'll accept what is coming through for us to really shine our light. For those of us who have been perhaps dimming it a little bit, it's time to really let it shine. And the guides are saying, you are supported. There's no reason to fear. The more that you trust in yourself, the more that you use your tools, the more that you have a really robust daily practice, the more clarity that you're going to have, and you're going to start really attracting new people into your life this week. People that are perhaps a bit quirky, people that in the past you might not have connected with because you attached labels to them and judgments. And as we work in this higher frequency, we let go of that judgment, we let go of the titles, and we really look into the soul of the person for the magic that they've got there. And it might be for us to help them unlock that magic. It might be for them to help support us in unlocking our magic. It might be a collaboration, but there's very much this strong feel of be open to meeting new people and listening to what they have to say. It's very much about listening. It's about receiving with clarity, with trust, and with confidence. So I'm just going to pull one more card. It feels like there's one more wants to come out for this week. And of course, it's lifting the veil. And the message in this card is question everything and anything unaligned must go. And it kind of summarizes what we've been talking about for the last 20 minutes. And it's about not accepting enough is good enough. It's about what if, what if, what if, and always finish off your conversation, but what if? Because we're in this expansive galaxy now, this expansive experience that we're having. And it's not about going with the flow. It's not about staying in that same paradigm, that same focus. If I do this job for the next 30 years, then, I'll get a nice pension, I'll retire. That was safe and relevant maybe 20 years ago, but it's certainly not now. And it's about doing things very different. It's about challenging the status quo, because that's the way that we move forward, that we shift the energy, that we ascend much quicker. And also, it brings us happiness, it brings us joy. It helps us to work with our charities who need that support, that guidance, that just that extra encouragement from us, that guidance. And it's about if we're not aligned, then it's time to become aligned, because it's counterproductive if we're doing things that we're not aligned to, because it's going to make us miserable, it's going to make us unhappy. We're not going to be as successful as we're here to be if we accept something less than what brings us joy, what lights us up, what really makes our hearts sing. And it makes getting out of bed in the morning really easy, because when we're aligned, we're just bursting with excitement, with enthusiasm, with lots of visions and ideas, and we're happy to support others, and of course others come to us for support as well. So it's a two-way situation. It's about giving and receiving and getting that balance. And the more that we align to our purpose, our path, then the more that comes into balance, and giving and receiving is very much aligned, and we have no debts. So that's been a beautiful reading this week. Hope that you've enjoyed that. Sheila, I look forward to hearing how you go this week with the messages for you and what you took out of it. And I will be back next week for another intuitive reading. And these are either on, you'll find them on my website, joanmckeown.com, or if you go to my YouTube channel, Joan_McKeown, you'll find them there as well. So have a wonderful week, and remember, let go of control, let go of all the old, outdated beliefs and patterns that you've been in, and step into the future. And as always, I'm here if you want to come work with me. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye for now.